Hello everyone, Sharpeter43 once again bringing you all week 11 of the CBDL, the final week of the regular season. Today we're going to be playing Scoots 85 once again in the Mississippi Marshadows. This is actually the commissioner of the ICPL, if you guys didn't recall back in the ICPL when I was actually battling him. I had to battle him twice in a row actually, which was actually scary because like I kind of was able to tell just by his record alone that he was actually a good battler. So, and he's still good today. His record is not that bad actually. And he's currently in a tight spot too, honestly. Like, if he loses this match, he may not make playoffs, but if he beats me, then he'll most definitely make playoffs despite the differential being bad, because if he loses, he's gonna have the same win-loss record as a bunch of other participants in the top 6 that are currently they currently have higher differential than Scoots, because Scoots right now has 0. But if he beats me, he'll get like at least maybe +2, +3, or maybe even +4. I don't know. It could be higher than that, honestly. So yeah, before I get into anything though, let me just show you guys quickly his draft again. His draft in this particular scenario is once again scary, and for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. The Charizard X and possibly the Araquanid. Either the Araquanid or the Alolan Persian. Both of these things can put you in a position where it can just bring in Charizard safely later after maybe KOing one of the 2, and then just gets to set up Dragon Dance for free basically. Alolan Persian can like parting shot you and then send in Charizard that way. You'll be frail, you won't be able to do much to it, and if it's a subset with Belly Drum or something, that'd just be deadly. Araquanid could just set up sticky webs, and Charizard may not even need the Dragon Dance, and just, you know, start wreaking a lot of damage with Flare Blitz or Dragon Claw or Outrage depending on his set. Yeah, but there's still threats outside of these two too, honestly, such as the Florges and the Jolteon being fast. Florges is just way too bulky and can never go down very easily. Landorus T is just very powerful, and depending on his set, it can be scary, honestly. If it's Scarfed, it'll be deadly, as it'll be faster than a lot of stuff on my team. And I think this time around, my team is not Scarfed, so like I don't have a Scarfer on this team, so yeah. And if it's a setup set, then that's even worse, because that thing, we may not have anything to destroy, and we're just gonna lose basically. But anyways, with all that out of the way, let me close this real quick. Yeah, but with all that said, this is the team that I'm gonna use for him. Hopefully it works out. It's meant to be a little bit offensive, but I'm hoping that it can get rocks up before he sends out Charizard, and also prevent him from setting up the sticky webs right out of the gate, because I actually don't want him to set up sticky webs, because that'd be actually scary. But yeah, so here we go. Personally, I hope I win, because if I lose, I don't know, because Beal did lose, which is good, but I don't know if the head-to-head is taken into account, which means that even if I have the higher differential, because we both may have the same record after I lose, he beat me in the regular season, so he might actually take the lead over me, even though I have higher differential. I don't know how it works actually here yet. I actually never looked that far into it, but we're gonna find out right now in a bit. First, let me just set the music. I think it was this one. Hopefully I got the right one. If I got the wrong one, that's gonna be a rip me. Okay. So here we go. He's ready. Yeah, it's because I was talking way too long, obviously. But here we go. So what did he bring? Okay, he brought Landorus T, and he did bring Shaman, which low-key wasn't mine. I was actually afraid he'd bring, but I'm actually glad I brought Amoonguss for it. He did not bring Charizard X, which is really, really good. But he did bring Araquanid, which means Sticky Webs will be a thing, which means Landorus could be the win condition, or Jolteon, because Jolteon is fast on its own. Florges, yeah, he brought I guess it's good that he did not bring the Charizard X, but now really makes me wish I brought the Garchomp, honestly, because Garchomp would have been able to do a lot of damage to this team. But I didn't bring it because, I mean, I was gonna bring Crocodile, and I didn't want to bring both Crocodile and Garchomp, given the fact that I'd have too many things weak to Florges, which is already a pain in the rear end as it is. But I don't know. Either way, let's see. Bronzong he has? Yeah, I got Bronzong. And what else do you have? Branzing, and I got Jolteon. Shaman, I didn't get Shaman. I gotta remember Shaman. Shaman might be a little bit annoying to deal with here, actually. So it's not out of the possibility for him to still win this, honestly. He could, actually. But I'm gonna see. What should I lead with? Since he didn't bring Charizard X, he did bring Araquanid, no. So I don't know if I want to bring Crocodile or if I want to bring in the... Nothing appreciates the what's it called? So maybe I could lead with Crocodile, or should I lead with Excelgor? I'll lead with Crocodile. Get an Intimidator off the Landers if he leads with that. Okay, here we go, bro. Hopefully we do well. Hopefully we don't get destroyed by that Lander Sea, because the Lander Sea is what I'm particularly afraid of, honestly. There was low-key a part of me that wanted to bring in the Simba. You brought Landers, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Okay. I'm hoping this isn't... Hold on a minute. What happened? Oh, okay, Elon. Alright, you too. Not too much luck, though. Alright, you too. Okay. Well... Okay, so this is obviously a bad lead for me. How badly do I need Crocodile in the long run? Because I'm planning on going for a knockoff. Unfortunately, this Skarmory doesn't have the what's it called? The Skarmory doesn't have the Whirlwind, so if this thing sets up on me right now, that's gonna just be the whole game, possibly. I'm gonna switch in Skarmory, and I'm gonna hope for goodness sake he's not a setup set, because if he is, we might have issues, actually, like real issues. Serious issues. In fact, so serious that I might actually just spam Brave Bird with this thing. Okay, thankfully he's just a U-turning set. So probably not a double dancing set, because double dancing is scary, actually. Okay, but now this gives him the chance to go into Jolteon and possibly Volt Switch here. I do have a resistance though to Jolteon, and that is to the Among Us, actually. AC/DC, that's Jolteon. So we're gonna go straight into Among Us here. Quick Feet. If this is not a wishing set, this thing can get crippled down over time. I want to go for the rocks, but obviously I can't stay in on a Jolteon. Jolteon destroys me, especially since Sturdy has been busted thanks to Lander's U-turning. I can go into either that, or I can go into Lantern. Which I think I will do. I'm going to Lantern. Prevent him from... Okay, he's going to double here. Is he going to go into Landers then? Simba, okay, yeah. He predicted my switch into Lantern, but I'm not gonna... This is leftovers, right? I don't remember if this was leftovers or not. He's leftovers, so he's definitely not a Z move. Doesn't mean he can't be Swords Dance though, but let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go into this. I'm leftovers on this, right? Yeah, if I was Chuckaberry, I would have stayed in, honestly, but I'm not, so I'm just gonna go into this, what's it called? Skarmory again. If he predicts me over and over again, I'll just keep switching around. There's no reason for me to actually panic because of him double switching a lot. So, yeah. At the moment, I haven't seen anything too scary, so there's no reason for me to not switch out here. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay in, obviously. Crazy. Okay, he went for Earthquake. He predicted me to stay in, but I'm not gonna do that, obviously. What I'm gonna do here now... Okay, so Earthquake U-turn is what's been revealed so far, but I'm gonna just set up rocks here. If he goes into the Araquanid, we're just gonna go for Brave Bird afterwards. That is perfectly fine with me. I'm just super glad he did not bring the Charizard X. That thing was actually a threat to my team. Stone Edge. Is that last move Swords Dance, possibly? Okay. Now here's my question. Let's see. Yeah, because I don't have necessarily any switch-ins to this thing. He's leftovers. He goes for Stone Edge and literally destroys anything. But good to know that he's not Scarfed. But would be nice to get some damage on this guy. Let's see if he has Stealth Rocks on this thing. I'm gonna go for Braver just to get some damage on. He does have Defog. Okay, that's good to know. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if he actually had it or not. So U-turn, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Defog. No double dancing, so that's actually good. That's good to know. That's actually really, really good to know. And this does damage, actually. Roost, and then maybe just go for another... Actually, now that I think about it, I might actually just go for the Stealth Rock again. Force him to, like, continuously defog. Plus, Stone Edge can miss, too, so that's another plus for me right there. Yeah, he's gonna switch out into Jolteon, predicting the Zong. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for this thing. And he's gonna get his rocks up for sure. So, that's kind of bad for me, obviously. Which means I might actually want to Roost here while he gets his rocks up. Or should I switch in Crocodile and get the Intimidate off? Gyro Ball would be reduced in power. Yeah, because looking at his team, the Bronzong will be in fact annoying actually. I'm a Roost. I'm gonna Roost while he gets his rocks up. I'm gonna Roost. Yeah, because I think the Skarmory, if it's gonna be crippled by Landorus T in combination with the rocks, that's gonna be problematic, honestly, to say the least. Yeah, so there's his rocks. I really wish I had Taunt. Like, I initially had Taunt on this, but because I was afraid of his Charizard X, I didn't want to run it, and not to mention the Araquanid, I wanted to run Taunt to prevent it from setting up sticky webs, but I remembered that it can get Magico, so therefore I couldn't keep Taunt because Taunt could have been reversed to me, honestly, and then I wouldn't be able to do anything. So obviously I kind of had like a 4-move syndrome with this Skarmory for this preparation. Question is, do I want to actually now switch into what? What would he switch into actually? Oh, another bad thing about this is that Excelgor now takes damage. Unless his, what's it called? Well, I could defog technically. But do I want to do that? I'm going to switch out and hopefully it's not the Araquanid he goes into. Otherwise, we might actually have issues. Let's see who he goes into. Simba, okay. Takes rocks damage. Dare I Spore this thing? Or should I just go for the Giga Drain and try to get as much recovery as possible? Yeah, I think I will. I'll just go for Giga Drain. Just get the HP. Or he can just stay in. He might go back in the Bronzong actually. If he goes in the Bronzong, I'm gonna probably wish I went for the Foul Play instead. The Zong. Okay, that's fine. For me, I think it's better that he went into this rather than the... I low-key want to see what this thing has, honestly, so... Let me just go for Foul Play just to show him what I have, or should I not? The Shaman is kind of threatening right now, honestly, so I have to be really, really careful with that. Let me look at what set is this Bronzong. I'm just gonna go for Foul Play. He's not Cobra Berry, which is good to know. That means that if Crocodile were to come here, he does have Psychic though. Does a lot of damage, unfortunately. Now here's my question: do I want to switch into the Crocodile predicting this? Because I think he knows I'm going to switch out now for the Regenerator. But if so, what would he want to switch into, honestly? He could go into Jolteon, honestly. Or Florges. Florges hasn't come out yet, which is one of the things I'm actually a little afraid of, actually. Okay, he has Psychic. He has Stealth Rocks. What's that other move? I'm lucky fearing a Toxic, actually. But this Skarmory can't do anything either, honestly. If he goes in the... This is a little tough. Should I go for the... I know I'm going to get HP with this Amoonguss, but... I'm just debating if I should actually switch into... That freaking, what's it called, is gonna be a problem. We're gonna go into Crocodile. And we might go for bulk up, actually. We might go for bulk up. Let's see. Hidden Power Ice. Why does this do a lot of fucking damage though? What the hell? I want to go for knockoff in case he stays in. I don't think he'd switch in the I don't think he'd switch in the Shaman. I feel that the floor just might come. I'm gonna bulk up. See what he goes into. Daisy. Okay, here's something very, very critical here. I'm gonna go for bulk up. He took rocks. But now what I want to do here is actually go for the Sea Stone Edge. I'm a +1 and I'm adamant. However, because I'm adamant, if this thing has any sort of speed investment, it will outspeed me and just take me out with a Moonblast. But we're gonna find out. I want to see if people are actually capable of doing this. Or if we can even KO this thing at +1 Z move. It's not stab, but it is neutral damage, so I'm hoping we can. But here goes nothing. He is not faster, okay. But can we take this out? Now is the real question. If it's max defensive, that'd just be ridiculous. Just get rid of this thing. See what play. And we didn't take it out. God damn it. That actually sucks. Because now we're going to lose this Crocodile for sure. Okay. We did weaken it though. Although unfortunately everything that's on my team right now kind of doesn't appreciate it. Or like can outspeed it. What is it switching? Okay, right now nothing. Okay, so we're just gonna go into Alakazam. Doesn't have a normal type. Losing Crocodile might be huge for him actually, because I kind of needed that honestly. But I needed it healthy too honestly, so maybe it's not that bad, or maybe it's not that good. I'm gonna just Mega Ball just to hit whatever comes in real hard for damage. We're just gonna Shadow Ball here. Take out this Florges. We know Landers isn't Scarf, but the problem is I don't have Hidden Power Ice either, honestly. I think because of that that Jolteon too, honestly, I didn't invest enough HP on this Zam this time around. Let's see what he wants to bring in now, though. It's probably going to be Landers, but Landers we already know is not a setup set. Getting rid of that of the what's it called was actually really necessary though. The Florges, because Florges was actually going to be really obnoxious. That thing can recover a lot. So can Shaman, but I think we got Among Us for it, unless that thing has Air Slash or Psychic. It has both of those moves. You can destroy Phobia. Okay. Well. I feel he's gonna go for the Sticky Webs. Like, real talk, I really feel he's gonna go for the Sticky Webs. But if he doesn't go for it, he'll go for Leech Life. And I think that it actually will take out my Alakazam. I feel like I might have lived it if I actually had some... No, actually, you know what? The freaking, the Liquidation will actually definitely KO me, so I'm just gonna go into Skarmory regardless. If he gets Sticky Webs up, I mean, I have Defog on this Skarmory if we really need to get rid of the rocks. Toxic, that's fine. Okay. Now here, obviously, I'm just gonna go for the Brave Bird. Or should I Defog? Should I Defog? Because I feel that Jolteon might be the switch-in. which we can get damage. So yeah, we're just gonna go for the Brave Bird, get damage on the Jolteon. Simba. Oh no, he went into Simba. That's actually fine. If we can get rid of this Landorus Tea, we might not have a lot to fear other than the Araquanid. I hate how little damage this does to this Landorus Tea though. Should I go for another Brave Bird is the real question. I'm gonna go for a Brave Bird again. Again, Stone Edge can miss, so, you know. He got rid of Myrox, which is good. Although Bronzong is still there, so, and I don't have what's his face anymore. If he U-turns here, he could hard switch too if he predicts my Among Us from coming in. There's a part of me that wants to get rocks up because I feel he's gonna bring in Zong and then just get his rocks back up anyways, forcing my Skarmory to switch out, so we might actually do that. We're gonna get rocks up first. Yeah, because he might switch out, yeah, and he's gonna go probably into Zong. Oh no, AC/DC. That's where I really wish I went for the rocks. Or that's where I wish I went for the Brave Bird for damage. But I think rocks is fine too, because the Landorus Tea is now much crippled than before. And he has to bring it back into the fog again. I'm gonna see if he tries to double on me again. I'm gonna go into Lantern here this time. Gonna double, gonna go back into Simba, isn't he? Hibiscus. I went into... This low-key is actually not good. This is Leftovers too, which means it's probably gonna be one of those sub-leech seeding sets. Sub-leech seed with... God knows what, honestly. This might seem radical, but I think I'm gonna have to... Okay, my Excelgor is faster than this thing, and I can actually still get the Bug Buzz off. I don't remember if I invested enough, though, on this thing. But, I know I'm faster than this thing, that's for certain. Question is, do I want to hard switch in Among Us, then switch it out? Let's see if he predicts me to switch out first. I'm going to go into Among Us first. And then I'm going to switch back into, what's it called? Leech Seed, you are a Leech Seed set. I want to go for Sludge Bomb here, but I feel that the... Actually, no. I'll try to switch back in just to get the... I want to see if he tries to go for it again, or if he reveals Air Slash or Psychic on this. Psychic, you do have it. Okay. So you have Leech Seed, Psychic. Do you possibly have Giga Drain? Okay. I want Protect just to see what else he tries to do. It doesn't matter what I do to this Shaman, this thing has Natural Cure, so yeah. Gonna Protect just to see what he tries to go for. Seed Flare, okay. Seed Flare, Leech Seed, Psychic. Is Skarmory safe? And only to an extent. If he has Hidden Power Fire on this thing, that's where we're actually in issues. Excel. Oh, okay. So let me see. I don't have rocks on my side of the field, right? Okay, I don't. So I could send in Excel Gore, but not really, because you know this thing could be a bit of a problem. I don't think this thing is specially defensive either, so if I stay in, we might actually lose it. I think I'm gonna switch in Skarmory. We're gonna switch in Skarmory. Place Seed. It doesn't matter if he goes for Leech Seed right now, because right now this thing is not even like lost any HP. What I want to do, what I want to go for though, is the. Actually, I still want to scout if this thing has the HP Fire, because what if it has the HP Fire? Or should I stay in and just risk it? I think I'm gonna risk it. If I go down, I'm gonna just go for Excelgor and just go for the move. Okay, no, he doesn't have it. That's good to know. Would have gone down to the rocks here, or it would have gone down to a Brave Bird here, but you know, I decided not to go for it. I just wanted to see if he had the hidden power fire. Maybe I should have gone for Brave Bird there, but I was kind of fearing the HP fire. Leftovers plus Leech Seed is gonna put it back at where it was. And now it actually gets a lot more recovery, I think. Which I don't think is what I want, actually. So I'm gonna just go into... I'm going to Mungus. Gonna defog the rocks. I'm gonna go for Foul Play just because chances are that he brings back the yeah. I'm gonna go for Foul Play because not even Bronzong will appreciate this. If he tries to bring Bronzong back, we can still put that in a situation where it's not gonna like it. He's gonna U-turn. This will do damage. If he switches into a Bronzong enough to where he can just go down, that'd be nice. If this is a 2-hit KO, we could even prevent it from just getting rocks up altogether. I'm gonna try to go for another Foul Play just to prevent this thing from trying to get his rocks back up. If it lives, we hard switch into Skarmory immediately. Yes, we take it out. Okay, that's good. So Bronzong is out. Okay, that's good. Now we don't have to worry about Psychics from this thing. We still have to worry about Shaman, though. If we can get the poison on Shaman with Sludge Bomb, we'll force him to switch out to activate Natural Cure, and then we can get something else going our way. Yeah. Right now, another of my concerns is the Araquanid. Although if he goes for Araquanid right now, we are going to have to just go for the Spore. He doesn't have rocks on this thing. He has U-turn, he has Earthquake, Stone Edge. Just gonna go into Skarmory. Gonna set up the rocks again. If he U-turns, he'll take Rocky Helmet damage too, which is good for me. Nope, you're gonna take Rocky Helmet damage then. We're gonna go for the rocks here. Gonna try to get our rocks back up. He's gonna U-turn or hard switch. No, he's just gonna stay in then. Be my guest. Just gonna get these rocks up. He is recovering a lot though, which is kind of annoying. We're gonna Brave Bird here. He's just gonna Stone Edge. I'm not intimidated anymore, so... he crits me here, good for him, but I'm gonna roost. Or if he switches into AC/DC predicting me to roost now, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna miss. I don't think it mattered because I don't think it killed me from there. It might have, I think, with a crit, but otherwise, nah, I don't think so. This Landers T is one persistent motherfucker. I'm gonna go for Brave Bird. Even if he switches into what's his face, Jolteon, we get good damage. If we get rid of Landorus, only thing we really have to worry about is the Shaman. And not even that much too. We still don't know what its last move is either though. Here I have to be really, really wary. I think I'm gonna hard switch into Lantern. If he goes for a Shadow Ball, we just start Scalding, and if Shaman comes in, we'll get the burn at least. I'm gonna Toxic this thing. Yeah, because I think he's gonna switch out into Shaman, possibly. Hibiscus, never mind. Oh no, never mind, I'm a liar. Yeah, I thought that was the Araquanid, but no, it's actually Shaman. Get the Toxic on this, we force him to switch out at this point. Now here, he will actually have to go for the... This is what I'm curious about. Like, is he gonna go for the Seed Flare and it will like KO me? I kind of need this for Jolteon still, so I'm gonna try to keep it still. But predicting what? The Araquanid to come in or the Jolteon? If he goes back into Jolteon. Yeah, because we might need Jolteon, actually. We might really need Jolteon still. Or we might not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I might want to... Nah, we'll go into Among Us. Among Us has Regenerator. Among Us has Regenerator. So if he switches out to make sure he doesn't like get anything funny going his way. Seed Flare, okay, that's fine. I quad resist this. Although that might actually put me in a very terrible situation. The longer he stays here, though, the worse for him, though. Because the Toxic will rack up eventually. Yeah, because I'm at -2 SPDF now, no? Yeah, -2 SPDF. That ain't healthy. I don't want to lose, what's this called yet? How many Leech Seeds, or how many Seed Flares has he used so far? I'm gonna switch into Skarmory. If he kills my Skarmory, that'd be great. Oh, he has Psychic. Okay, yeah, that's kind of why I was switching out, because I was kind of fearing the... But here's what I want to know now. Is he actually gonna have the Seed Flare? Sorry, but folks came back. Anyways, so we could actually have him reveal the what's it called here? Oh no, he's just gonna Leech Seed. Misses the Leech Seed. That's fine with me, honestly. Because now we're actually good to go here. I'm actually extremely glad we didn't bring the, or he didn't bring the Mary Charizard X, because Charizard X actually would have put a number on this team. I'm surprised he didn't bring it, honestly. That was like one of the priorities I had prepared for on this Charizard X. But thankfully, me over preparing for Charizard X didn't actually hurt my preparations for this team. But I'm just gonna go for the Flareblitz or Brave Bird now. He's gonna switch it out into what? AC/DC, that's fine. The more damage this thing takes, the better for me, honestly. Getting rid of this Jolteon will probably even negate all the threats on this team. Because Araquanid I feel like I can deal with, honestly. I might not, but I'm switching Lantern because I think Lantern was designated for this mon. Shaman? Hibiscus, that's perfectly fine. I have enough switches for this thing, honestly, so it's not too big of a deal. I don't want to lose this Lantern just yet, though, until I actually have the Jolteon out of the way. So I'm just gonna hard switch back into, or I think I'm gonna actually go for the Volt Switch now. He's not poison anymore, so that's kind of one thing I have to be completely wary of. Actually, I think I'm gonna get the slow pivot into Excelgor. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Volt Switch. This could be risky though if I end up missing the. Yeah, okay. He went for Lychee, which is good for me. I'm just gonna Volt Switch, go straight into Excelgor here. That did less, or that did way more damage than I thought. Gonna go into Excelgor real quick. Now we just Bug Buzz, honestly. Nothing will appreciate it. Bug Buzz. He's gonna switch out. Go into probably the Phobia. Yeah, he will. Oh, this is gonna not appreciate the rocks, I feel. I don't think I take it out. I don't think I take it out, honestly. So my question is, do I want to try to go for it nonetheless? Actually, you know what? I think I will. I don't think I lose too much. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, this thing... Oh, this thing has a freaking berry! Should have went for the... In that case... Obviously going for Gambit now is useless. I'm gonna go for Skarmory again. Just go for Skarmory. The 6 Excelgor might still be useful for the Shaman. Okay. Do me a kind favor and leave. Leave Araquanid. Okay, yeah. Leave. You had your fun. But now it's time for... I was actually gonna... I was thinking I was gonna lake him clean with Excelgor, but no. Okay. Now here with the Shaman... I refuse to let this thing go down, so... I might actually just go into this then, the Among Us. Just Sludge Bomb now. I'll Sludge Bomb, yeah. If he goes in the Shaman, we just Sludge Bomb to death. He went for Shadow Ball predicting me. Yeah, but that's fine. There's literally no reason. I'm gonna go for Giga Drain, never mind. Yeah, because that's the reason why I went for Giga Drain, just to get a wee bit of HP back. Giga Drain. Jolteon is out of the way. Jolteon is out of the way. All that's left now is that obnoxious Shaman. Let's see how badly the Psychic hurts from Shaman. Let's see if he takes out my Among Us. I'm gonna go for Sludge Bomb. Seed Flare predicting me to switch out. But I don't. I don't get the defense drop, so that means I might even be able to take the Psychic, or I take out the Shaman before anything. So yeah. We win against Chris. I mean, Scoots85. Well, his in-game name is Chris, so yeah, GG either way. We win 5-0, but let me be honest with you. The only reason I feel we got that was probably because he didn't bring the Charizard X. Because the Charizard X, I felt was going to be the real threat, honestly, against my team. But because he didn't bring it, we were able to play around what he had. Like, he did throw me off, don't get me wrong. But we were still, like, we were able to kind of still be able to, like, you know, identify his sets in order to actually find out what his tendencies were. And that's why we were able to play around a lot of what he had. So yeah, with that said, we can now confidently say that I think we now are guaranteed top 2 seed, because I still only have 2 losses under my belt. The number 1 seed is obviously Aves, who has only 1 loss under his belt, I think. And from there, everybody else has more than 2 losses. Beal lost to, I believe, Cherry Man Cake last week, so... was it last week? I don't remember. Or was it a few days ago? I don't remember. But yeah, Cherry Man Cake did beat Beal, so he's, I think, 8-3 now. So that pretty much means that I'm number 2 seed no matter what, now that I won my final week here against Scoots, and quite convincingly too. So I guess unfortunately that means also that Scoots will not be making playoffs, but that's kind of good, because I feel like if I were to encounter him in playoffs again, he would then bring the Mega Charizard X, which will then actually run house through my team and then eliminate me from the playoffs, which would be scary to say the least, obviously. So thankfully we beat him so well that he may now be out of the playoffs. I don't think he's out of it completely yet, but I think his chances are now much lower because his differential now went back down significantly, with others having the same win-loss record as he, but with a higher differential, basically. So I feel pretty safe now, although don't get me wrong, there's still a couple teams that have scary drafts that I'm actually afraid of dealing with. For example, Palmes, the guy I played in week 3, that guy actually still has potential to still make the playoffs. In fact, I think me beating Scoots gives him a chance to still make it, so he'd be a scary opponent to deal with. And then let's not forget Aves, who was the other guy who was very, very scary, who went undefeated for the most part of the season. So if I have to play him again, chances are I may not beat him, just because of how good he is and has shown to be. So yeah, but with all that said, that's going to be it for week 11 of the CBDL, final week of the season. Like I said before, we're now going to be in playoffs, and thankfully we're not going to deal with quarterfinals. We can actually have a nice break, and I can prioritize on other things while I wait for my opponent in the semifinals, basically. So with all that said, I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy. Have yourselves a damn good one.